Hello everyone, welcome back. Now, what a great way to kick it off there on Dusty. Fantastic first map for EchoFox, but obviously that's in the past and we're jumping into Inferno now. So why don't you break this down for me?
I mean, this is a map that compLexity rarely plays. I just looked at the stats as well. I think they played it recently versus Optics and ended up winning that one. But we're talking like, I think they played it like 3 times during the course of pretty much like 2 or 3 months. Won one of the games and lost twice versus Renegades, and I think they got 16-0 by TSM. But I do believe that was with another roster. Yeah. But clearly, you know, this is EchoFox's pick. I'm sure that compLexity can play it as well. They end up winning the knife round also, so they will be starting on that CT side. So probably for the better of them. But this is one of the maps that I was talking about when we put a lot of emphasis on freakazoid, for example. Inferno is one of the best maps to have a great anti-fragger on, mainly because the rotation's a little bit, or you take a lot of gambles on Inferno rather when you leave one member on the B bomb site. So when you do that B execute, for example, if freakazoid ends up going in there, even in the beginning of playing that early aggression on the T side, possibly getting that pick or two, on the B bombs, that's always almost the case where you end up getting that entry. Because the CTs want to play a little bit more aggressive, especially with the lack of utility. You will see then later, the reason why people always say this is such a CT-sided map in the later stages is because CTs end up winning the pistol, winning those anti-ecos, and then just getting the economy up and getting those smokes and those Molotovs. And by then, you're just rolling down the clock so much that it's just extremely hard for terrorists to even get a grasp of the game, right? But if you start off good on the T side, when you, let's say you do get the pistol, or even ending up buying or ending up winning an eco round, or even the first weapon round, and you keep in the economy for the CTs low, then suddenly this map becomes very balanced, because you're not going to have that many nades to spend, you're not going to have the smokes to spend over to, for example, from the A to B as well, to just hold it off, and also those Molotovs. And without that, then you're essentially just forced to either take a gamble and just hope to God that they don't end up pushing into B, or doing the B execute, or you just end up playing 3A and 2B, and then all of a sudden A is a lot more open.
Yeah. And that's the thing as well. We're definitely going to see Shawn come into effect here as one of those a lot better in-game leaders for that side of North America, where we can see some really fantastic stuff going down. Definitely a lot of micromanaging for freakazoid into this one to get those opening picks, especially even on that CT side, but obviously starting off in the T half. Let's see how it's going to go down. sancz actually with the opening frag as he takes down Ricks towards mid. Doesn't want to allow them any more ground they've already been able to take. Shawn with a nice return frag though, takes down Android. And they've got a bit of deficit in the battle of attrition already. But they could still potentially bring this back, as obviously the retake for compLexity will be a little bit awkward. They all begin to charge around quad. One of them's going to fall, so sancz getting taken down by ShahZaM. ECS does retaliate, brings it into a 2 versus 2. An equal scenario. No real utility to allow them to get anywhere. Roca does a great job picking off one. Unfortunately, Shawn will fall. And Roca also takes a bullet straight into the cranium. Witmer with the 2K there to bring it back, and we'll actually get that defuse. That's EchoFox, unfortunately, not going to be able to pick up that first round. compLexity, great stuff on the retake there.
Yeah, great job by Witmer, actually. 1-on-2 situation, getting the first one, switching weapons, and a bad plan from EchoFox that's forced him to force Roca to peek, ends up going down. EchoFox missing that smoke initially in upper mid as well. Massive gap there, which cost him to lose the entry frag. 4-on-5, and some surging this bomb side anyway. Getting the bomb down. A little bit unorthodox here from EchoFox, getting the bomb down, ends up buying anyway. Complete force buy with a lot of Molotovs. Probably end up seeing a B execute here with the smokes on 2 in CT spawn in coils, and just trying to Molotov the whole bomb site.
Interesting as well. We're not going to see sort of any early aggression. They don't want to try and get that banana control on the side of compLexity. They will just smoke it down in case there was going to be a rush from EchoFox, but they won't actually play into that. We'll be holding back and potentially just go for a wolf pack play a little bit later on. With the buy they went for, I would have actually liked to try and see potentially a balcony burst and just take control of that A bomb site.
It's something you could have done as well, but with the Molotovs that you have, especially when you have 4 of them, going towards that balcony area, you're not going to have a lot of room to actually use those with. So I think balcony ones is a little bit better when you have, for example, even less of a buy. When you only have, say, 1 smoke and 2 flashbangs, you can try and push out. EchoFox taking their sweet time here as well, knowing that compLexity is probably aware they will probably try and do something fast instead of just spreading out first.
They tried to take a little bit of aggression towards A early on. As you were saying with the Molotovs as well, there could have been that potential for the B play, as it would have forced everyone out of those advantageous positions, made their life so much easier to clear the site. But they will begin to actually back off. Time's starting to tick away as well, so it doesn't seem like it will actually be that much of a fake. Potentially the commit straight in towards the A bomb site a little bit later on.
Look at the rotation from compLexity.
Oh, he's on the scene. will actually get one. Takes down freakazoid, but ShahZaM tapping away with the Tech 9. Obviously, such a powerful weapon up close. Will take him down. dephh has a nice angle. They have to cross past him through library here. Will take down Shawn. ShahZaM somehow even gets that frag off on towards dephh. Great stuff with the reactions. And they're going to get the bomb down. Rex was able to slip his way onto the bomb site. They're actually in pretty good positions to try and hold this back. Android and ECS, they don't really have any utility to work with. roca still has 2 flashes as well. If Rix can keep going in for this phase and actually take down Android, this round's easily winnable for them now. They just have to pick off ECS. Has the Molotov, could use that to burn off Rix. Isn't actually going to try to do so. Will just creep straight past him. Picks up one. roca has to peek into him, but the flashbang comes into effect. He's panicking. Jumps into the elevated angle and takes him down with rains of bullets from above.
Yeah, close round by EchoFox. Did they actually fake from second mid over to B? Because I am very unsure why compLexity would choose to rotate with 4 members over to the B bomb site without even hearing anything. So I do know that EchoFox, they did have that one remaining member on B, probably threw like a flash or 2, maybe even a smoke, but that should not cost that much of a rotate from compLexity. Just forcing that 1 member left on the compLexity side, on the A bomb side, and 1 on Arch. The other guy was just about to rotate, ends up going in library, but ends up falling. A little bit sloppy communication there.
ShahZaM holding towards mid. We'll find that frag on towards witmer. Could have been a bit awkward. He was actually looking over to the left, obviously looking at Shawn, so he was able to readjust and pick him down. Makes their lives so much easier into this one. I want to try and get these kills as well, especially on towards Shawn, as he's got the mat 10, would be able to get a little bit of a bank, but he's not really going to find much, not down to 16 HP.
I mean, one thing you can do here is essentially give the SMG to someone else if you want to chase for the economy. This is one of the reasons why you pick the SMG as well. So Shawn Gares can afford to just die here. Doesn't have any utility left. The only thing he's really losing out on is a Mac 10 and armor. So here instead you're going to have him just going to be just getting some. Like I said, doesn't matter if he dies, if he ends up stealing. Yeah, he spots 2 there. He gets shot from CT spawn and also gets shot from the B bomb site. So they know it's only 1 member on A here. You see the push.
Yeah, they should know to just explode out onto that site, as obviously as you're saying, they've got the information there wherever the other 2 CTs are positioned. So roca will get the entry frag. Android was trying to retaliate. He was caught out guard, but unfortunately, obviously, a weapon as powerful as that P90 in the hands of Rix just spamming away. It's going to tear through you very easily.
Yeah, very smart. Safe play by EchoFox. Like I said, doesn't really matter if Shawn died. He will just stick to the P250 this round with a bunch of nades. Well, so far in compLexity, losing the second round after winning the pistol. It's another save, just a bunch of pistols, 2 flashes and 1 smoke.
I'm trying to take this aggressive banana control a little bit more here though. It's the first time I've actually played outside the site, just holding Ykar. Could work out quite well, as obviously Android CZ in his hands. If roca peeks it, doesn't clear it effectively, will be taken down. They do find that frag. It's going to be a trade, but nevertheless, we'll still help him out a little bit. witmer playing with his teammate fantastic there as they just bait each other, and he pops out, takes down Shawn. Actually finds the 5-7 kill towards Freak. Unfortunately, witmer will hit the ground. They're also going to follow suit. It's a 2 versus 2. They have a ridiculous weapon advantage on the side of EchoFox. Don't imagine too much will actually go off here towards that B-bomb site as well. Not a lot of range that will favour Android. Unfortunately, just that CZ in his hands.
It's just I'm knowing that he hit Android quite a bit. Opting to go towards CT or towards B. They do have smokes.
Android, if he plays around this and actually catches him off guard like he does, fantastic stuff. We'll be able to take down Rix. And they get the frag just spamming away, panicking a little bit. He obviously wants to get up close and personal. Just Android might have actually run out of ammo as well. Had to just run straight into him. Falls on sancz. 1 versus 1. She's somehow able to find the frag as well. So compLexity bringing this back off the just pistol buy into that. Fantastic stuff for them.
Yeah, I don't even have armor on EchoFox. Trying to take banana control. Problem there is that, again, we were talking about utility and using utility on your anti-eco buys. They had 1 Molotov that they used on the by car, rather than just, for example, using HEs there and Molotoving that little corner that that compLexity members were stationed at. And then, sure, they had 3 members there as well. So, again, sloppy anti-eco from EchoFox. Something we are pretty used to seeing by now. So I don't know why I'm surprised. They can still afford to buy, though.
Another thing as well, we've seen compLexity actually, 9 times out of 10 when they go for those ecos, it pays off in a very weird fashion. They're actually really effective at using those pistols in close angles.
Yeah, and that's more of a reason to make sure that you spend a lot of utility in the early stages. Because as you can see again and again, when they're on these ecos, that they go fairly aggressive, trying to gain control and taking the gamble. Trying to clear mid here. Smoke over to Arch.
Holding towards Arch. I'm going to have to peek into him. Has the flashbang. They'll actually give themselves away as they use that smoke. They'll go over. He's just going to go in straight off the back of that as well. ShahZaM not that blind. Still finds the frag, luckily, as well. sancz was trying to help him out as they would have gone for that crossfire. Didn't even need it at that point. They had already slain him. It's great work towards mid as well. Picks off the head of Roca. Ranks with the trade. Wants some more. They were aware of deph's positioning and they converge on top of him. freakazoid popping out a balcony. Not one but two frags will be picked up under his belt.
Yeah, slow rotation from compLexity. Doing a good at the beginning, knowing that they're EchoFox trying to take mid control, pushing mid with all three members, and then you have freakazoid. We were talking about it before with the entry fragging. Lost really entry, but he got the 2 kills he needed on the bomb site.
Nice. Absolutely juicy angle there as he just holds it. You get a spot out the head of ECS, instantly just takes it off, and Android, such a horrible position to be in. We'll just have to scurry away. No reason to throw that weapon away.
Yeah, no, you can't win this round. Great job by EchoFox, taking their time, going up mid. compLexity trying to counter with playing 3 aggressive in mid there after noticing that they do have mid. 1 flash from witmer. Once he ends up going down though, and get the second one as well. Actually, he doesn't end up going down, but they get the first one up in quad. And then they spot the second one as well. That's when you see the reaction from freakazoid. Seeing that they're having a battle there in mid. Runs up balcony, gets the first kill. And then witmer that rotated over to the bomb site. freakazoid ends up getting him as well, and then it's just the 2 remaining B players left. We'll see here. EchoFox should know again that compLexity got their money reset. Only 1 member stayed alive on that 101. And only one weapon was saved as well from Android.
Obviously, they've been playing fairly close towards Banana as well on that CT side, so they're using a lot more utility on EchoFox to try and clear these angles now, which is good, because compLexity have planted that seed out in their mind and forced them to waste so much. ShahZaM with a nice pick on towards dephh at mid as well. So with the retaliation frag, pick off Shawn. Roca sticks his head in, finds one, but unfortunately, ECS was ready for him.
Yeah, same thing happened again. Your 2 member at B, Shawn gets the first pick, ends up going down. So you do get the revenge frag, but compLexity with 3 members on B. Saves the weapon also. Smart from EchoFox here though. Even though they know that he has a weapon over B, that's the only one that they saw. We haven't even seen a push. This is a time where it should essentially just be a fake onto B. You know that he has a weapon over there, and you should fall back over to A. The guy over on A should probably push mid trying to get some control.
It's a fantastic angle for ECS though. They don't actually be able to deal with him very early on. Got one already. ShahZaM was able to keep him busy long enough to take him down. It's all just riding on sancz now. A 1v2 when he's only got 5-7 in his hands and no utility to try and get himself out. It's a fantastic angle. It's going to be really hard for him to do anything.
Yeah, you can just try and stay stationed here and just see if EchoFox opts to. He does have armor actually and picked up an AK.
There is a kit in front of him as well. Just all depends if he can get that opening frag. If he brings it into a 1v1 situation, there's still a fair bit of potential into this. The angle is already pre-peeking. Actually, he's able to take down one, connects it into the second as well. He has time to grab that kit, and I think he might just get it if he can find it in time. So close, seems like he will be able to, and that's just ridiculous. That actually just peeked into him there. Obviously, freakazoid was pre-holding the angle, just linked that following frag into ShahZaM straight away, and somehow gets away with the round.
Oh. Oh.
See, I can see the sweat dripping off here. It's still kicking in.
I mean,
memories are coming back.
To be fair, that flick from sancz
Yeah.
on the second one there was amazing. I mean, getting the first flick on ShahZaM in the corner, just insta headshot, and then just straight flicking on the new boxes.
Ooh, witmer. Unfortunate for him, the timing. He could have got that opening frag. Looks away towards second mid, panicking a bit, and gets knocked down to 7 HP. I mean, the only blessing in disguise there is the fact he even gets away at all. It's going to be a very heavy quad hit. They want to try and barge their way into that A bomb site. They're in a horrific position, just getting tagged away. They were able to clear it very easily. sancz trapped in bit as well, being shot from all angles. Actually stays alive for longer than he probably should have having that one. Let's get one frag, but it's now under the T side control. Bomb's going to get planted by freakazoid in that very default position. They can back off and just try and play this smartly.
Shawn in a good position here. He was on the bomb side, but ended up falling back towards pit.
Looks like he might actually want to try and go through the smoke, just play around it and push out behind. This gives them so much information as well. They're going to be aware that this is going to be that quad retake. Shawn's there. There's lie on him mostly. Freak back over. We get the opening frag, Shawn with the other. And great stuff from EchoFox into that round.
Good crossfire. freakazoid hearing or listening as well with the sound. Hearing the complexity. They did have one arch near the library, but when he heard him fall back to mid, that's when you saw him push through the smoke. And the second round now, the EchoFox ends up winning on that A take. This one was a little bit faster. compleXity not really using a lot of flashes there, trying to hold him back. That's a great smoke execute.
Aggressive peek.
They're doing the same thing again here. That's great nade though. And they only actually have Gares with the SMG this time.
Yeah, it looks like he might actually be able to rock up a ridiculous amount of money. Gets that opening frag on towards ECS. Look how low they are as well. freakazoid will also find one on towards dephh over by apartments. Actually getting a bit aggressive here. Shawn wants to see if they're rotating off by CT. They're all on that bomb site. sancz was given enough breathing to take down Freak. roca is there, just playing over the top of the smoke. Shuts down witmer. Now for the jump frag to try and best Android. He will just actually peek into that pre-fire as well. And now it is just on sancz. He grabbed the weapon that freakazoid dropped. Unfortunately for him, it's just a measly Mac 10.
Yeah, they keep on trying the same thing now. Finally, this one, for the third round, they actually worked out. I almost broke the whole entire desk.
Just destroyed the studio. It's all gone wrong.
Yeah, I was just so happy that it finally worked out for EchoFox. But yeah, trying a little bit differently now, using the nades to your advantage, and the SMGs on Gares, pushing extremely aggressive. That nade just did so much damage as well.
See, I thought that was you letting your anger out. You're just like, compLexity! They keep trying to do the same aggressive play! Just starts going Hulk, just ripping the studio apart.
Oh.
Get out of my face!
It's not the first studio I wrecked.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
But yeah, okay, so finally, EchoFox tried to stabilize here a little bit. compLexity. They're a pretty decent amount of money. witmer actually ends up dropping an M4 to Android. Obviously, he drops the op to witmer. Glass cannon, he only has a smoke. We do have pretty much smokes across the board for compLexity, except for Android. Not a lot of flashes though, so this is... Want to try and play a little bit more aggressive here with the op, try and get the pick.
They've used the Molotov. Actually got the nades over this time, so they're not as squishy. They're still being able to dispatch them. Nice stuff from roca with that extra frag. That was absolutely beautiful, the flick on towards Android's head. witmer will arrive just in time. The smoke is there blocking him, goes for the shot straight through. Unfortunately, didn't connect. Yeah,
save right away here for compLexity. No point in even doing anything. Trying to save the weapons you have. So early on in the round as well, and you don't have the utility enough to even try to retake this with the lack of money on the board. And on top of it, not even witmer is down to 39 without an armor.
Oh, the Spiral Freak was able to take him down with that as well. Just bullets over towards him. sancz actually picking one up on towards Shawn. They're doing damage to EchoFox. At least they're trying to scrape through their buffer a little bit, force 2 rebuys out at this point.
Yeah, EchoFox trying to chase here, knowing that their money is stabilizing a little bit, and compLexity is just extremely starved so far. Oh, well, yeah, shoot each other, that's fine. Why not? compLexity ends up saving those 3 weapons though. Should be buying here again. Drop some pharmacists. Get some armor. You see Android with because he got that dropped, he's gonna have pretty much all the nades here. It's not a bad buy coming in. Which is going to end up going aggressive with the op in balcony this round. Switching it up.
Could actually catch Freak off guard. Fantastic stuff. Puts him in an early grave immediately into that round, and this could be the opener that they needed. Unfortunately, sancz a little bit blind there. Was able to reposition. witmer. Wanted to go in for seconds, didn't work out, but he'll actually land it on the third shot as well, holding them back very effectively as he takes down roca, and it just falls on ShahZaM and Shawn. Nice stuff from compLexity. I think this is one of the first few rounds I've actually been able to get that opening frag and not lose it initially.
Yeah, and actually an aggressive approach this round, somewhat. Almost ends up going down. Something that we saw them do a lot on Dust 2. Haven't really seen that much in Inferno. With the entry. And you saw there the EchoFox's reply was, oh, witmer is super aggressive in the balcony, let's just try and push up mid. Only losing Android there as well. It's not bad. EchoFox with Shawn Gares and freakazoid with pretty low on money, but thankfully Rick's had a lot, I mean, like 9.2k or something, so he ends up dropping for Freak. So to have a pretty much of a full buy here. It's only really ShahZaM that does really have any utility. Here we go, yet another aggressive play. Working the picks with witmer here.
Oh, this could actually be fantastic. First time they switched it up, but witmer's only been there with an ult once or twice, and he does get that angle off on towards roca, picking him off immediately into that one, swats him down, and this is good. compLexity actually with the aggression coming into play.
Yeah, I mean, something they really couldn't afford to do before, because they didn't really have their economy on their side. Now they have some nades to work with. So you saw their aggressive B play with smokes and mollies, and then the boost. Pretty much expecting the boost from EchoFox. witmer just peeks that angle straight off the bat.
Oh, Android. The spot out the arm of ShahZaM, but makes a little bit of damage and wants to try back off towards library. We'll just hold his ground strong actually by Arch. Rick still hasn't crossed yet. ShahZaM could try and get up behind him and take him down. Nice use of the flashbang to allow him to get past, but hasn't been zoned out just yet. Creeps back into vision and takes both of them out immediately, just leaving Shawn and Freak. Duo on that side, but unfortunately will be picked up. Freak will follow suit as well, and dephh will be the one reigning supreme. As compLexity actually starts to link some rounds together.
Yeah, and this one it starts to become very dangerous here on the T side, or for the T side rather, with the C side having so much economy to work with. See 3 Molotovs, all the smokes, a lot of utility overall. And EchoFox, pretty much nothing. 2 flashes on Shawn Gares. Bunch of pistols across the board. This could actually be pretty good for EchoFox if they end up going now. compLexity with 3 members on the B bomb side.
Yeah, it's the first time I've actually tried to go for that aggressive setup where you take bottom banana control and rotate off. It's really not been too favourable. dephh, as a matter as he is a one-man army, single-handedly defending that A bomb site, just tears through everyone that peeks in front of him. Shawn also falls for a bit of a risky play as he pushes through the smoke. Great stuff from witmer, connects that PT50 headshot on towards Ricks. All of a sudden, it's just Freak, AWP in hand. Been able to get that shot off on towards dephh, but unfortunately missed it, panicking a little bit, and was just rattled down.
Yeah, trying to go for that Arch play. Only 2 flashbangs on Shawn, wasted them both on Arch. Not really knowing that compLexity put 3 members on the B bomb site. And great hold, all the way from pit. Same thing again here for witmer. Good spawn towards B. Try and go for the same thing. Good use on molly though from EchoFox. And now it's essentially just a waiting game for the T side. This is what I was talking about, the dangerous part of the seat side on Inferno. You have so much utility, you can just waste so much time. And for EchoFox, it's just very important here to try and stay alive. Wait for the CTs to use all of the nades, and then try to go for an XU. Very important here for EchoFox. Well, this is something that a lot of teams does incorrectly, where they end up going A because they know that B is going to be smoked off so much. But they haven't even cleared B at all, so now you see compLexity with 4 members over on that A bomb site.
Seems like they're beginning to get ready to let their engines rip and try and charge their way out onto that site. Will they be able to get in safely though? Will they be picked off? That's the question. Roca instantly takes down sancz, but deph's is going to retaliate. Nice stuff from ECS as well as he bests ShahZaM. deph's still doing an awful lot of damage for his side. Fantastic stuff coming out from that. Already a hat-trick. And there's Android for the final frag on towards Roca.
Yeah, as I was saying, leaving witmer all by himself for the B-bomb side. Down a car as well. Not really forcing him to rotate. He has all the information in the world saying, you know, not even a single flashbang. So he's just sitting there, it's like, B's clear, guys, don't worry. Stack towards A, and 4 members on that A bomb site for compLexity. Just so hard to try and penetrate that. You really need to try. That's why I was talking about running down the clock a little bit. Make sure that at a later stage of it, even though you don't want to hit B, you at least take control over the banana area. Forcing that rotate again for compLexity, leaving on the 3 members at A.
There as deph's just getting pushed from all angles and ups, but all easy to be able to swat them down. And all of a sudden there's just a trio left on the side of EchoFox. Roca, so accurate with this deagle. Instant headshot on towards witmer though. That's giving him a little bit more breathing room to play with towards that B bomb site. If they can scout out Android's position. He actually picks up the AWP, panics a little bit, couldn't quite connect it, but eventually finds the follow-up. It is a 2 versus 3. ECS obviously close by and just ripping through everyone. Should be an easy pick on towards Shawn now for them, but they did get the bomb down, which is going to be the most vital thing.
Yeah, that's more than what they could have asked for. But still around on the board for compLexity. And right now, in terms of economy, I mean, compLexity for them, losing them doesn't really matter too much for them. And with EchoFox as well, even though not getting the bomb plants, they would have had a pretty decent buy. If you pick up the scoreboard again here, you actually see the trend here for compLexity. Winning 5 rounds in a row. Talking about again with the economy in their advantage, just trying to stabilize here. It's just so hard on the terrorist side. You really want to try and get an entry in the beginning, but don't overextend.
Looking right into Shawn is going to be Android losing his head, and ECS also goes down. So unfortunate with that banana control. Instant aggression coming out. They can clear this site as well, and that bomb will rotate over shortly, you'd imagine. They can just lock it down, get the bomb planted. As well. It's going to be in close quarter combat with the AWP. Isn't going to be as fantastic as it would be from range, and it'll get picked off by Shawn. All of a sudden it's just sancz and deph left. sancz, you know, aggressive. Able to pick off Shawn. He was still fighting on his own, all by garden. There is a backstab coming into effect a little bit later, but it won't even matter, I'd imagine. They were just getting completely annihilated. ShahZaM comes in with the AWP shot, and it's just on deph. No utility. Does have the kit. There's so many angles to clear. As soon as he peeks out wide, ShahZaM should land the AWP shot. Help the angle. Just spot out towards Jenny. But Rix jumps on top and shuts him down.
Yeah, EchoFox extremely aggressive that round. Going all the way up banana. compLexity was waiting for that smoke from the A bomb site. That's why he didn't. That's why you saw the secondary. I think it was ECS peeking a little bit slow, not really helping his teammate, just trying to wait for the smoke. And Shawn Gares does a great job there in getting first the entry, and then just holds off a little bit more, plays it a little bit patiently, not really overextending until just waiting for ECS to make his play first, getting the secondary, and then all of a sudden the B bomb site is wide open. But yeah, here we go in the beginning here. Just a massive, big trend here in winning consecutive rounds, and then just ends up losing the anti-eco rounds. And this is when the compLexity starts to stabilize. Sing a lot with a lot of members. You see the trend there, like, and that's mainly due to the amount of utility that you have on that CT side.
One of the big things as well is obviously that's when they were finally able to get that AWP out on witmer. And we know how effective he can be when he's on that CT side, especially with just throwing little hints of aggression here and there. And he was able to shut down Freak, which was the most important factor.
Yeah, I mean, that one round actually turned it all around for compLexity. Because you end up only losing this one member, and then all of a sudden, it just pretty much swings over in their favor. But now, for compLexity's part on the C side, or on the C side, have to come up with a good start here.
ECS will actually kick it off as he slays Shawn towards mid. ShahZaM is close by, trying to retaliate, but wants to get the hell out of there before he's put down. Fortunately for him, isn't really going to go that way. Will be picked off, trying to back out towards pit. Oh, Freak. Trying to tap these shots off for that USP. Actually finds the headshot on towards witmer. Roca's going to have one as well. This is fantastic so far. Brings it back into a 3 versus 3. A manageable situation for that CT side. Roca popping out instantly, just slays the head. Clean off. of ECS. dephh will respond with that Tech 9. sancz panicking a little bit as well as he's tagged down from the sidelines. freakazoid will be able to remove dephh from the scenario. sancz, not one but two kills though. Certainly just holds his ground on that bomb site as they run into him.
Yeah, good job by sancz there. So just winning that 1-on-2 situation. freakazoid with 2 great kills on the retake there, with the 1-tap from balcony first and then dropping down, getting that guy down in pit as well. We didn't see it from his situation, but I believe that was a 1-tap. And that guy also straight up by here, trying to retaliate from an EchoFox SMG on roca.
The scary factor is obviously compLexity with 4 Mach-10s and 1 Galil on sancz. They don't really have much range capability. In Inferno, with these sort of close angles that you can use ridiculously effectively, EchoFox could actually pull this one out of the bag. They have a couple of CZs in play as well, especially with roca with the MP9, just playing by oranges.
Yeah, you just have to be really careful here for compLexity. When you have 4 SMGs, you just stay close together. Don't go, we were talking about before, don't go by one by one. witmer goes all by himself here. We'll end up dying. Oh, probably not. He's just fucking oh, I just cursed now as well. Whatever. It's all gone down. It's all gone downhill.
Get him out. He's done enough.
Good flick. Good flick by witmer.
Yeah, it was ridiculous that he was even able to stay alive in that situation. But Freak, he's going to cause a bit of havoc. Actually picks off not 1 but 2 men. dephh going to hit the ground. ECS will respond though. Rips through him with a Mach-10. And it's Rix and roca. And there's the last 2 boys standing. Rix going down. roca. That's an opportunity to use that MP9 from range. Somehow I was actually able to control the recoil as well to pick one off. What else can he achieve here? Sprints in towards the bomb site. sancz is close by, but getting tagged down from behind. ECS will put him out.
Yeah, crossfire is a little bit off there for EchoFox up in mid. The idea there from witmer is just to run up by himself first, just to gain some information. If he spots 2, even though he ends up going down, which was to the point when he does the flick and I start cursing, even though he ends up going down, if he sees 2, for example, you still have the 3 SMGs and that Galil on the compLexity side. You can still, for example, you can still go together after that and just work together as a team. But instead, witmer obviously ends up getting the 2 kills, and then by then it's just straight up all-out aggression on the A-bomb side.
Oh, Shawn, through the blindness, got one actually landed the dink as well. Great stuff from him, the individual skill just popping out there all of a sudden. Done a fairly effective job of holding back compLexity early into this one. Already 2 men picked off. There are any pistols in their arsenal.
Yeah, ends up falling back here.
freakazoid in the close move towards mid. sancz is proving to be a little bit too quick on that one. Actually has the Mach-10. He's already got 1 frag, sent it into the 2K now. Wants some more, lands a nice little tag with the P250 on towards Android. And they begin to just sprint away from him. They want to get that bomb planted. Don't want to allow this to get too ridiculously out of hand. He's upgraded to Galil as well, so has the range capability now. Nade lands behind him, drops him down to 6 HP. He's going to be in such a horrific spot trying to actually go for this.
Yeah, he should just save here.
It was nice use of the utility there as well. They had that extra smoke. They were aware he was close by, so just forced him back.
Yeah, the first kill that Shawn Gares got, was that, did he not have a head armor? Because it was essentially just a 1-tap.
It was a 1-tap, yeah, straight into his head. So I don't know if he did actually buy armor into that round.
It's pretty weird, but yeah, getting the entry there. It's a little bit...
Oh. This could be fantastic, just doing damage to that economy. ECS trying to get around him.
Very smart. Very smart. Getting that 4 kill, killing them off as well. Force them to rebuy. Sure, they have a lot of money, but it's going to cost them in the long run. First weapon round here coming in from EchoFox. This time could potentially afford an op if he wants to, and that's exactly what he's going for. witmer with the op as well. EchoFox starting off the map with 3 members on that B-bomb site.
We're just going for a lucky shot through mid, see if anyone was going to be peeking towards the open. Not actually there to receive that little gift though.
compLexity playing very smart here. Just playing defensively first. You have that up on witmer. You can just stand and hold the angle. You see here, witmer is over towards mid area. Trying to get that initial pick. dephh ends up going down though. On the B-bomb side. Did he try and jump up and roca just shot him mid-air?
I'm not too sure. I didn't actually catch that one out.
Very risky play here from witmer, all by himself.
He goes for this as well. ShahZaM's there. He had the angle. It's not going to work out. Unfortunately, witmer just ridiculously quick on the flick there. Gets another one as well. Takes down freakazoid. Just single-handedly clearing the same bomb site for his team. They're still towards B though. There hasn't been any rotate over as well because they've got that information. Roca's been able to relay it to his teammate. They might actually be expecting them to back off as we do see the CTs trying to stack towards the A site a little bit later now. Which comes out, it will begin to unfold. Android the entry. It's down Roca as he was just hiding behind Fountain. Unfortunately getting shot in the back. ECS will fall. sancz with the trade. And then there was one. Shawn has to try and get a 1v3. sancz and Android are fairly low. He has no utility in just the M4. Can he potentially try and pick this one up?
Yeah, this should not be a round that you go for.
He's just going to go straight for the smoke as well. Will dissipate now, so he doesn't have any cover. If he doesn't check by Jenny, he will be picked off straight away. He'll actually just swing wide. Android there, claims a headshot.
Yeah, great round by witmer. Walking up mid, all by himself. EchoFox playing it very defensively, and ShahZaM, like you're saying, he had the angle, but witmer just so incredibly fast. That's not picking him, and then just instant rotates back to mid, over to quad. Gets freaked down in pit. And they, like we're talking about, they did have one member in boiler, but didn't really have to do anything. When witmer got the first entry there, saw the rotation coming in. 4 members towards the B bomb site. Or 3 rather, at the last entry.
Now trying to push their way towards that B bomb site. Got 3 Molotovs to work with if they want to try and burn them out, but won't be going for it just yet. She finds one in the apartment. Shawn with a retaliation though as he just batters him down with that CZ.
Complexity opting to, and they are sticking around. See there, they do favor that B bomb site. And that one member, which is dephh, with the SMG, just trying to clear here. A smart play so far.
Oh, Shawn. Flashbang just popping behind him. Did he get any information from Frost? Unfortunately, dephh as well. Over by quad will just pick him off very easily. That A bomb site 100% clear now. The welcome that's down. They will just be able to leak their way in and get the bomb planted.
EchoFox with the gamble there on the save. Putting extra pressure on B. Well, complexity losing that one member, but dephh doing a good job in putting this SMG to use.
Push round. dephh still doing damage. Lands that headshot off on towards ShahZaM. And it's just roca and Rick's left. dephh getting a little bit aggressive here. Does have the CZ, but even then won't actually work out in that close range fight. roca should be able to get away with the deagle though.
Yeah. Complexity doing a really good job so far. Economy, the CT economy is the first round I think we've had where they will actually have a really good buy with a lot of nades. This is one of those rounds as well where you can potentially see an aggressive play here down in banana. They are opting to only go 2 towards there. They're still going aggressive though.
Trying to bring this aggression nearly on once again towards banana. roca's playing behind sandbags. Rick's baiting for him if they push in. It's nice as well. ShahZaM finally with the AWP once again in his hands. Interesting to see if things can be any different. Obviously, witmer just swiped him out of the scenario previously. Should actually spot the barrel.
Oh.
We'll be aware now. Peek into him. We'll actually just link one onto sancz straight away. witmer trying to push in, wanted to trade it close, but no cigar. Won't matter though. And Shawn was nearby, able to pick out witmer.
Yeah, good job there. So we got the man behind, but didn't see the barrel. Shawn was also aggressive down in boiler. EchoFox did try to push down banana, but complexity did a really good job early on in the round, using a lot of Molotovs, just making sure they did not have the room to push down.
Android's going to get picked off by roca. You can see Roca and Shawn so ridiculously low though, but as long as they don't get picked off, it still just makes things harder for compLexity. It's more man numbers to try and deal with later on towards the round. dephh has the entry for his side here, trying to allow them a little bit of breathing room. ShahZaM has the angle on lockdown, instantly gets one frag. ECS has to recover that bomb. Has a bit of utility, can smoke it off if he wants to try and cross. We'll go for the late peek across. Shawn is up by Graveyard. It's taking a fair bit of damage as well, but isn't going to phase him. Allowed to just keep on top of that M4 and eventually puts ECS down.
With 5 members live for EchoFox as well. It's a good start to their potential comeback. The first round on the board as well on their CT side. Despite the fact that compLexity won 5 rounds on their T side, their economy is extremely low. Did get a buy in here though.
Trying to get up onto this elevated boost, allow witmer to potentially get that frag up towards top and honor. But no one peeking just yet. She's backing off towards the site as well, so we won't get a chance to see that in action.
Yeah, and this is the time as well for EchoFox. They should just keep this B area smoked off a little bit. They do have that angle first from Coils. He's the one that's going to be taking this spot, and that's when you shouldn't really be spending that much nades here in the beginning. Just try and strafe, wait off the time. It's still a minute 10 left, and you use the first smoke, which is a little bit too early. I'm gonna try and hold that off a little bit longer. Because right now you only have, look on the CT side, even though staying alive with 5 people, there's 50 seconds left and only 1 smoke left on roca. That means that they haven't really done a good job in trying to hold off their utility. Like to play very patiently here. It does seem to be an A push with all 5 members making their way up mid. 3 in balcony and 2 in mid.
Freakazoid here, holding it back. Really good so far. We'll get one up on towards a kiss. Retaliates with another one towards dephh, but Android eventually bests him. Won't matter as Shawn comes into effect. ShahZaM as well, playing with that very strange AWP fantastically. Making it a bit towards the end there, but won't matter. Switches out to his sidearm. Lands the headshot on witmer.
Yeah, good hold. freakazoid with 2 very important kills that are out of balcony. Getting the initial one. Didn't really get stressed too much. Normally when you do that A play, for compLexity with pretty low on money, so couldn't really afford it, but normally you want to do that play, you want to have at least a Molotov over there, so give less room for the person playing down in pit to get those 2 entries. Right, here we go. Now it's going to turn out to be very dangerous, a dangerous half here for compLexity. Put on a save and EchoFox, just letting their economy grow even further.
Don't have any utility to really work with. Don't want to try and get that on site. Luckily, Shawn turned around at just the right time. Doesn't really matter as much though, as Roca doing an awful lot of damage. There's Ricks for the final 2 frags. Just down sancz and a kiss.
Oh yeah, I just want to listen to NA comp sometimes. Shawn Gares gets 1 person and there's no one else there, and all of a sudden Ricks almost rotates to the point where if roca ends up going down on the B bomb site, it would have just been gone for free. That's why you saw the snap in compLexity as well. He started hearing the CT spawn player rotate over, and they're like, oh, let's go then. Sure. Now they ended up holding anyway, but just small mistakes like that could cost you rounds.
Quite an important one here as well, to see if compLexity can actually start to get their hands back on the steering wheel, or if EchoFox will keep up this level of aggression and actually shut them down. Freak, first time we've actually really seen him kind of this aggressive, just spotting out in towards apartments. Did hit a FUD of a kiss, but she just goes back and gets the frag as well. sancz a little bit late trying to go in for the trade there.
Nice quick peek from freakazoid.
I'm sure I'm actually spotting them out as well.
Yep, that's perfect. You get the entry, you don't have to play aggressive anymore. It's hard enough as it is for the T's to try and hit a bomb site. See a pretty nice crossfire here from freaking Shawn.
Taken down, sancz should follow shortly as well. He absolutely obliterated Shawn. Fantastic stuff as he plays around this box on the site. All of a sudden, it's just left on Android. No flashbangs. Let's have the smoke. No, headshot comes into effect from Shawn there. 3K for him into the round, and EchoFox definitely taking the lead into this one. As you can see, them just starting to drive their way back up. So close to almost shutting down compLexity now. No money once again, really.
Yeah, great teamwork by Shawn and Freak. Freak getting the entry. Shawn was aggressive in mid initially, but getting that peek onto the person in Boiler, ends up falling back, and then you see the crossfire for Freak and Shawn. Freak holding that quad area for Shawn, and Shawn just holding balcony. You just work together.
ShahZaM a little bit late on the flick down there as he realised dephh was just sitting in towards Vietnam. We're actually having to pick off witmer and the kiss as well in apartments. So just trying to just rush into him this time, just overwhelm him a little bit. Really isn't working out. Just left on 2 men on the side of compLexity, sancz and dephh. sancz will go down. dephh with a deagle running through the smoke. He already took a little bit of damage early into the round, and there's the rest of it to make it up to 100 as Shawn just lands a few bullets.
Yeah, great. And Tico again. Shawn and Freak again, they're doing a really good job there. You see, it's 100% almost a tactical pass coming from compLexity. But Shawn and Freak playing it really well. Freak is obviously the balcony player for EchoFox, and Shawn is the quad player. And that round you saw as well, Shawn down in Boiler, getting the initial peek into balcony, just forcing compLexity to focus on him, and then Freak just straight up peeks from balcony and gets the 2 kills. And Shawn falls back. That's a good job so far. For compLexity here, on the T side, and we're talking about it's hard enough when CTs are low on money. Now when they have so much money to work with, it's even harder for the T side. It's just very important now to gain control of the map, have 2 or 3 guys take over banana first, have 1 guy holding mid, and 1 guy holding second mid. You want to make sure that you want to try and waste the nades of the CTs as fast as possible. As we were discussing that round at EchoFox won when it was like 1:15 left and they only had 1 smoke left. You want to do the same thing again. Try and just waste all their utility early. It gives you a lot of room, and then you can play the long distance duels with your AK. Try and go for picks after that. Now look at this. Oof.
That's the thing, and it's ridiculously good as well, because EchoFox, they've been so dominant in being able to win these rounds that they've not had to worry about losing much money. They really haven't spent much.
Yeah, so we'll see what they're going to be discussing here. You won't see an op on Witmer, but you do see 5 Molotovs. As I was saying before, when compLexity tried that little A execute, when freakazoid ended up getting 2 down in pit, compLexity didn't really have that much utility to try and get him away from that area. That ended up getting him 2 kills.
ShahZaM with the aggressive face here. Unfortunately, no one's going to be in front of him. We'll be able to get a little bit of information. ECS actually just bouncing around as well, doing a bit of parkour. Wants to find out if anyone is going to be there. ShahZaM did find the flick. Oh, won't actually go his way. It's unfortunate. Won't matter though, as Freak just shooting down through the window will pick him off. Roca as well towards the bombs, like showing just how fantastic he can be. 3 fries instantly. And there's the final one from Freak. They have now brought things back into 13-13.
Yeah, Freak again, very quick on helping out his teammates this half so far. ShahZaM missing the flick, but then you have Freak, so very aggressive in Boiler. Getting the call from ShahZaM, and then just ends up peeking. And then while this is all going down, Banana was under heavy fire with Roca getting that 3 kill. Pushing out Banana a little bit late actually, throwing that flash over and then just contesting the area and compLexity. Having 2 members flash and that 1 member didn't really work out.
ShahZaM, he wanted to go back to that aggressive style. Did shut down ECS, but he traded out. Shawn as well should be overwhelmed here. Actually gets knocked down to 13 HP. They still keep the high tempo play and pick him off. This A bomb site actually completely clear. They've been able to just batter their way in and remove all the defenses. It's just left on Roca and co to attempt to retake it. They do have the utility here and got the kits as well.
Good positioning from compLexity though. It should not be around at the lead.
See, he's jittering around a little bit here. Worried about where the first initial peak is going to come from. A little bit paranoid. The timing could have heavily been not in his favour there as well. Great stuff. We'll find one. Fortunately, couldn't link it to the second. freakazoid will claim that frag on towards witmer as well, but gets picked off, and compLexity luckily are able to get themselves into it. EchoFox, money is fantastic for them though, so the rebuy will unfold.
EchoFox giving compLexity in there, putting 3 members on the B bomb site and ShahZaM actually pushing. When you do put 3 members on the B bomb site, you want to have your 2 remaining players on that A bomb site play a little bit more defensively, because when ShahZaM went down there, you only have really one more member, which was Shawn Gares on Arch side, defending that A bomb site. And the rotation is so long as well. A little bit sloppy, a little bit too aggressive that round. Switching pace as well, ShahZaM.
Actually takes down witmer with that shot. Fantastic stuff there from ShahZaM. Rich can try and help out roca as well as they come in, but he doesn't need to. He's going to do all the work in that position over by Coils. He's on the hunt, and she's able to land the headshot onto him. So 2 versus 3 now. ShahZaM is close by. His teammates been able to arrive as well. They can grab that bomb. ECS is going to be the one to try it and do so. And re-smoke cross as well, so they can get it planted. Just trying to bait him in, actually, seeing if anyone's going to fall for that. Don't actually play into the old trap. ECS attempting to back off, just playing on the close angle here by the smoke. So once that dissipates, if ShahZaM push through it, he should be able to land the headshot onto him. Hard and under heavy aggression though by both Shawn and Freak as they start to push him. They do pick off ShahZaM. ECS hungry for more. Trying to get the angle as he just sits by Jenny right now. Freak will push in. It's a headshot. It's just left on Shawn. ECS, fantastic stuff. 3 headshots into that single-handedly, just going massive for his side.
Yeah, Freak actually not using the one flash that he had as well, knowing that someone is over there in the pool area. He could have just flashed in, tried to get the guy in backside. Ends up going down with it instead, getting caught in that crossfire. Looked to be such a clean-cut round for EchoFox as well, just fell apart. Nice getting control of that bomb site. 2-on-3 situation with good after plant positions.
How's this one going to go down? Obviously, this is quite an important round. If EchoFox don't pick this up, compLexity will be able to pick up map 2. We'll be heading to a 3rd map. So it really does have to come down to the wire here. No real overpeaks from EchoFox this time. We saw a fair bit of aggression from them in the past few rounds, but they've actually slowed it down, as this is quite a risky one.
I'm playing it very safe here for compLexity. We're at the pit area. Waste it, or at quad rather. Wasting 1 smoke. Take over mid here. EchoFox with good positioning here though. They have 2 people over at the arch side.
ShahZaM. Unfortunately missing that opening shot. Shawn will only claim 1. I've actually been able to get at least 2 frags into that, but not really going to go his way. Freak playing on the close angle, though, absolutely fantastic. 2k instantly. And it falls on witmer and sancz. Witmer trying to get an angle as he pushes out. He's going to be a little bit paranoid. You can see he's anxious, worried about the push potentially coming from behind. ShahZaM has that angle, so if sancz goes on the aggress, should be able to take him down. Wasting all of his utility right now, witmer panicking. I think that they're going to push into him instantly. Actually pops out and lands a fantastic shot over towards Rick. ShahZaM with a trade. Just sancz. Nice headshot as he bests roca. He's going to get another one on towards ShahZaM. Jumps up on top of the box like an acrobat and is able to do it. That will actually be the 2nd map picked up. Inferno going the way of compLexity. They're somehow able to do it, and it seems like we will be going to the 3rd map. Now, I mean, what went on there? How were compLexity all of a sudden able to just bounce back into it?
Well, giving that one in for compLexity there with the aggressive play just started off pretty good for the win. ShahZaM pushing that secondary mid when you have 3 members on that B bomb site just gave compLexity a lot of economy to work with. And then after that, it just fell apart. We saw there the last round with sancz that 1-on-2, kind of similar to that pistol round as well. Same position, gets the first kill by the bomb spot, and then ending up getting the arch guy as well. But yeah, that's how it works, you know. And when you do have the economy as CT, you want to make sure you don't give the terrorist an in. And I feel like EchoFox, they climbed their way back, They had good setups. They didn't really have to change anything, but instead they changed pace and so loosened that first round, giving complexity a little bit more economy to work with. And then all of a sudden you saw there as well that banana take that ended up looked to be in EchoFox's favor. They had 3 members on there, 3-on-2 situation. ShahZaM with the entry, and then I believe it was I think it was Roca, right, that got the other 2, and then the other 2 just ends up getting the 2 kills, getting the bomb down. freakazoid not really utilizing that one flash that he had. That one flash comes in handy because complexity had no nades to work with. They only had to work with the crossfires that they had and the positioning. Ends up in a 2-on-2 situation. freakazoid again just peeks the angle. Not really aware of the guy behind him, ends up dying, and then 1-on-2 situation, and they end up losing. So yeah, overall, I think for complexity, you saw there on their seat side as well. When the economy started rising, just shut it down completely. EchoFox in the beginning, struggling on their seat side, failing to win a bunch of rounds. Low economy, ends up winning that 1 round in the early stages, and then economy just starts blooming. And we saw on the graph, just staying alive. I think they only lost like 3 players or so in like 4 or 5 rounds, and the economy was great. That's why they even had a good buy coming into last round here. But nonetheless, I think we are going to go into Mirage on the last map.
Yeah, that should be our 3rd and final map. Obviously, we're going to have a little bit of downtime in between that. A fantastic result for complexity there, taking it to the 3rd one. Should be an interesting game. You'll be joining us just after a few moments.